violence outside, that's because we are feeding it. Yes. If we want to have the contrary, then we must feed the contrary. I absolutely believe, and I stand by everything that is planned by the Olympia Awards in all 7 categories. Because I believe if we have to build a country, even the wood that is being used to make those statues that makes the turnover to form the economic difference makes a difference. But most of all, people need to be acknowledged for what they have done. When you turn on the television, you turn on the radio, you're just speaking there to friends. You hear just about absolutely everything except things to smile about. And in the world where there's so much fear, so much insecurity, there is nothing more important now to find a stable point for all of the people, whatever the nations, whatever the race, and wherever they meet, be they treetops to the blessed God.
Bravo. Bravo.
Welcomed into this beautiful home of Stephen Nias. We are in Calabasas, California, and Stephen is the chairman of the World Film Institute, and I'm going to let him explain exactly what he does.
You know, World Film Institute and its mission, through the vision of its founder, Dr. Antonio Giannini, who has honored us also to be present with us today, is to break down the barriers between cultures, to bring unity and unification amongst the world's citizens.
Along those lines, I think even just this group that we have together today, in and of itself, is a unity of nations and family, and each person here has their own story.
My name is Angelina Liu. I'm the spokesperson of World Film Institute, Family Film Awards, and Olympia Awards of 7 Arts, which is endorsed by United Nations. Today, with a very heavy heart and together with the people from the entertainment industry, successful producer, celebrity, fashion educator, and our visionary Dr. Antonio Giannini, and the successful businessman and professional from medical industry, and chairman of World Film Institute, Stephen Nias, and motion pictures.
I also want to add that, speaking of various industries, I think the entertainment industry has particular high responsibility.
Agreed.
Because media and entertainment so powerful in expression and so far-reaching in the world.
Agreed.
That no other industry even comes close. And if we don't lead in this arena, then really we are not performing our duties.
Yes,
so I do challenge other industries, as you said, but I particularly challenge the colleagues and the leaders of our own industry, the entertainment industry, to take the front seat.
When they speak, people listen.
Yes.
And whether that's good or bad, that's the world we live in. So especially children from a young age, they have their sports heroes, they have their favorite actors that they look up to, and they will believe the message that is delivered by these people.
We all have what we call a dark side, if you will, or alcoholism, cigarettes, divorce. You know, these are not things people like to really speak of. And I think when we go through this as adults, our children read. I don't know if it's negative is the right word, but they read the aftermath, if you will.
They witness.
They witness. Yes. They witness. Yes. So with that being said, if we don't sit down and speak to our children and make them understand what's going on, if we don't sit down and speak to the countries that you guys are bringing together and make them understand different cultures, music, etc. If we don't do this, if we don't stop and explain being ex-military and being out in the field, our experiences, I think this makes things not so good.
I think we should not look at them as just hatred because 21 years old does not understand what hate is. Somebody is brainwashing and this guy doesn't have it, there's no hope. I think our governments and policies needs to be re-evaluated, and there are a lot of factors, just not one factor. We look at it and say, stories like this beautiful story, there are many out there. But this is a good thing, you're just talking about it. So there are a lot of stories we don't talk about it. So this movement, this way you're just doing it, I think it just gives hope to other people to come forward.
Like you said, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it will be okay if you keep pushing forward and keep doing the right thing. And even from tragedy, what has been going on in the world, there are terrible things,
exactly what they need. Out of tragedy, they just make something beautiful.
Absolutely.
And for example, hate or dark. Dark is never going to be away. You have to ignore it, but have a way to how can shift it, how can deal with darkness. I'll give you an example. I don't smoke anymore. It's not going to happen. You're going to smoke. I am not drinking anymore. You're going to drink. I see people 20 years, they have relapsed. But I have an experience, and I share my experience with other people. They are oriented in functions.
We need to express the opportunity once we've had the education in order that we can contribute.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those principles, I think, it's really a basis of our concerns about providing a platform for the world to contribute.
These men are very compassionate, and they're teaching me compassion, because I have to be honest, in my heart, I'm sad to say I feel a sense of revenge. But when I hear them speak, it changes, it educates me. It helps me look at life through a different window. And forgiveness comes to mind. But we have a job to do. And I think it's starting here. We have to.
I see this as day one of this World Conference, this Unity of Nations, and our hearts, our prayers go out to all of the people out there in France and around the world that have been touched in any way by any tragedy. And let's teach our children, let's help our neighbors, and let's make this a better world for all of us and for the next generation.
我想在这里告诉巴黎，告诉法国，我们的心，我们的爱和你们在一起，请你们坚强，谢谢。
Fast on changement. Please make a change. All of us make a change. We are making a change.
Our heart.
My heart is always with you.
Je t'aime, Paris, mon cœur, and God bless you.
You are France, symbolic of the freedom, symbolic of love.
So I think forgiveness is the attribute of strong, and I believe you are strong. So
we want to stand with you, Paris, and we want to hold your hands.
Our salute to you, and God bless you.
Love will defeat anger, misunderstanding, hate, darkness. So I thank all of you, and I thank you too, Stephen, for welcoming us into your home. I feel love here. I do. So thank you very much.